we can talk now.
Yay.
Damn, that was loud.
I was going to say, what is going on over there?
Now we got to start over, man.
I had to scoot up. Now, they could hear it. They could hear the mistakes, too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had to scoot up a little bit, and it was just fucking loud.
Man. How's everybody?
Yay.
Happy
Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Everyone.
What's today? The 12th?
It is the 12th.
12th.
I was about to say,
Sunday
I went
the
to work
12th.
yesterday. It is the 12th.
It's the 12th, man.
Sunday the 12th, we got 10 inches of snow outside.
We got about 3.
Man,
About 3.
This nigga Cortez inboxes Wednesday like, bro, what we going to do about the podcast? It's supposed to be like 10 feet of snow outside. Bianca's like, I agree. I'm like, what the fuck did y'all watch?
They did
Thank
make
you.
it sound, and listen, I don't normally watch the news. Like,
Me
literally,
neither.
someone has to tell me the weather's going to be bad.
Yeah.
But when I did watch it, I started watching it in the morning. I'm like, let me start watching the news.
Yeah.
So when I watched it, they're like, oh, it's going to be the worst
Yeah.
day. It's going to be bad. We're supposed to get, the guy said we were supposed to get 10. He said, but I don't think it's going to be 10. It's going to be 8. I'm like, what the fuck? This is
That's
different.
10.
That's a lot, though.
That's
For
still
y'all.
8.
Y'all been here a long time. Y'all know, when the last time a foot of snow been dropped on
I don't
this
know.
motherfucker?
I don't know. Last year was bad. I'm telling you, last year was a bad year
yeah.
for me. When I'm telling you, without light for 5 days, cold and shit, it was bad. Last
Thank
year was
you.
bad. So
I mean, I understand those conditions, but a foot of
no,
snow.
but it wasn't the snow. They
Yeah.
said it was the ice. So last year for me it was the ice. So they said ice was going to hit us, and it was supposed to hit us all day.
Yep.
So for me, I'm like ice. I'm not worried about snow. I
Right.
can drive in snow. I'm
Right.
worried about ice.
Mhm.
And then if it ices and then it snows on top of
yeah.
that, like that's totally
No,
different.
I was with y'all on the ice. That's why I said let's wait until Sunday to see, because I didn't even go to work yesterday, and it wasn't. Well, it was a little icy at Topeka, but I was like, I was just checking my news feed. That's how I know like the conditions and shit. Like for real, like some people like I saw like
Facebook?
3 people. As soon as I got on Facebook, I saw one of my friends say that she slid off the road on Leavenworth Road.
Dang.
Like I don't just go there for concrete information, but I kind of do skim. I'm like, all right, let me see if anybody had an accident or
He
something
said, I'm
like
going to
that.
take a break off these articles
No.
and get the real shit from the people.
I went to the people.
That nigga Ryan said, no, I found all my information on articles. Not this time. I had to go to the
Dang.
people.
I mean, but you do
Except
got to
for
check.
the weather. The weather, I contact the people.
I always contact
Hey,
the
but
people.
you know what?
for the
I had to
weather.
reprogram Alexa too, because I was asking her about the weather. She wasn't telling me about the weather. Topeka, she was still telling me about the goddamn weather down here.
Nigga,
I had to change the area code in my Alexa app.
Yeah, you got to.
So I don't even know what the fuck going on outside. I know what the hell going on down here though. So yeah, I called the fuck in. I was like, dude, I do not feel like sliding. And you know what? The bad thing about it, the reason I did is because like it'd be cool on the way, but when you come home at night, that's the scariest shit ever.
That's what I tell people. I tell my boss, I was like, I don't have no problem with getting to work. I got a problem with getting home from work because it's at night. You know what I mean? There is no chance of sun out here or anything.
Exactly.
And sure enough happened when I was going home, it started hailing. I guess hailing or sleeting or whatever. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Like my whole whatchamacallit, I had to like kind of like scrape off like continuously, man. It was like so much ice on there.
Man, water kept freezing on my damn windshield wipers. Like it was
Exactly.
nothing. I beat the shit out of them. I got all the ice off of it. And then when I needed a little wipe, it was like that smear. It was like it just kept coming back. It was like, dude, that was the worst ride home.
Dude, I promise you, because even if it gets a little bit of it and it has that little slip of water that's still on there, that shit turned right into ice.
Yeah.
And you ain't got nothing you can do about that except for get out your car and do it all over again.
So for those of you who are in nicer weather conditions than your location,
Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
enjoy it. You know what I mean? But you know what? I really don't. Like I said, as long as it's snow, I don't care.
Yeah, snow's cool.
Ice is what's bad.
That's what was really scary, because the way they made it sound was this is how they sounded on TV. They was like, look, guys, if you don't have to get out, do not get out. We are on a red alert.
We was on red alert?
Red alert. I was like, what the fuck is a red alert? I ain't never heard of a red alert. It was like,
Call my mama. And you know we on red alert.
hazardous.
No, they did. I'm telling
was
you.
big.
Normally I don't watch
Saturday morning, that was Saturday.
That was Friday.
So Saturday,
Thursday and Friday.
Saturday
Oh, okay.
morning, they said if you really didn't have to get out, don't get out, because in the morning though,
Oh,
because I
what they
ended
were
up going.
saying?
I still ended up going into work, but I went later that evening
Yeah.
after I knew everything was cool. I wasn't getting up in the morning.
I was off Saturday. I just stayed at home all day yesterday. But Friday, I had to get off work. Yeah, Saturday I got off at like 9:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I live like 30 minutes away from my job, man. It didn't really take that long to get there, but it was the point that, like it was really, really hazardous. And it was like the ice was really on the road. And like I got home, I was happy, man. And then I looked outside, like, you know, like that evening. And I was like, ain't no way that anybody going to be able to go nowhere because it's ice underneath the snow.
Man, Friday night, I got scared as shit. I'm getting on the highway. The streets was all right until I got to the highway. I got on, and I'm speeding up. You know, I'm a merger. I'm a serious merger. I'm an aggressive merger.
Scoop the fuck out the way.
So I'm coming.
Said I'm an aggressive merger.
I'm almost up to 55 or 60, and I happen to look over, and these fucking cars are like creeping, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, well, maybe I need to slow my ass down. They gotta know something.
Yep.
Because I'm talking about trucks, like 4-wheel drive vehicles. All of these motherfuckers are creeping. I did hit like one little patch to where I felt like
you could have took you out.
Yeah, you know, you feel that little feeling with the tires like get weird. I'm like,
oh shit.
So I crept for a long time until I was almost to the peak, and then I finally started. I think the top I did was 65.
Man,
like the top, and it was nighttime, and then these fucking trucks. You know what fucking killed me about winter weather? 18-wheelers don't give a fuck.
I thought I was tripping.
No.
Man, these motherfuckers, all right, dude, I was about 15 minutes away from the house. I had avoided these motherfuckers the whole time. Now, I got a little scared when I had to just roll around one because I didn't want it next to me. This motherfucker, dude, I felt like I was being chased. This motherfucker just kept trying to catch up to me. And I was like, I don't want this big motherfucker on the side of me. You know what I mean? Because in case you wipe out, I'm out. So
that's how I think.
So I took off running the last 15 minutes. So whenever he got close, then I would just hit the gas again. I finally got off. And, man, it's just scary shit ever. I don't like 18-wheelers on the road.
They just be going. I was on the way here. I was in that 18-wheeler going by me. And I was just like, they must got some good-ass tread on these tires.
Because you know they have them tires on the inside, too.
Yeah, but it still seems like if everything else is slick, everything got to be slick.
18 tires will slide. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, people be like, I got all-wheel drive. I'm like, I do too, but every once in a while, I slide.
Yeah.
Like, last year, I fucking almost shitted myself.
Dang.
And pissed. It was like,
what happened?
Wait.
It was dry and wet.
What?
All right, I'm getting off the highway. I think I told this story last year, but I'm going to remind the motherfucker on why I'm scared of fucking driving. I had all-wheel drive in my last car. Mm-hmm. It was like, I got off I was on the highway, everybody's going slow, and then all of a sudden I run into these police, and they like telling people get off the highway. Like, I guess it was a wreck down the road or something. So they send me on this route I never go to, so I'm going like the backside of Kansas Avenue. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm creeping. It's icy as fuck. Like, it ain't no, like, I'm trying to avoid ice patches. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole street is ice. You can see it. So I turn this corner, and I'm going slow. Like, dude, I'm literally going like 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's how slow I'm going because it's icy. I'm coming down this little – and like I said, this is back in the boondocks. Man, I'm coming down this road. Like, I'm literally just let the motherfucker go like 5 miles an hour until I get because I'm going downhill. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the fucking car starts to slide sideways. It's picking up speed, and I don't know what the fuck to do. Then you fucking think about don't hit the brake. Yeah. Hold the wheel steady. Yeah. If I'd have kept sliding, I don't know what the fuck made me slide. I mean, I don't know what the fuck stopped me because it wasn't the brakes. I slid sideways for like, it had to be like 20, 30 feet. And all of a sudden I hear where you feel the tires grip. But if I'd have kept going, I'd have just flipped over and went down in the bushes. It was like, bro, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I hate ice. I had one of those the last time it had snowed. I was trying to get to this meeting at work. And at first when I was going, you know, it just had started snowing or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to be all right or whatever. But then it started to really come down. And then I seen cars, you know how like it's a three-lane highway? But it's only one lane that's clear. All the rest of the 2 lanes are all fucked up.
Snow.
Yeah. You're like, I'm going to go ahead over in the clear lane, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the clear lane or whatever, and I'm sliding in the clear lane. And I'm like, oh, no. I called my manager. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. He's like, everybody else is here. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, well, then shit, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe a little slippery sliding ain't that bad, right? I get off on the exit to turn back around and go to work, right? And I'm over on 435 close to the Oak Park Mall, which is off the Crevera exit, right? 435, and I'm going, and I see this truck that was in the far left lane, was trying to get over, and went all the way to the far right lane and smacked into the wall.
Wow.
I'm seeing this right in front of me. I'm like, oh my God. So then, you know, after that, all the rest of the cars, they're trying to stop because they don't want to wreck either, right? I think he hit another car. So we all trying to stop, right? So I'm trying to hurry up and stop, and I'm in this middle lane. And only thing I remember was sliding and yelling, please, no, 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 no. And I could see this red car that's still going on the left side of me. And this is me right here. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And I don't know what happened, but then my car stopped. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, because I didn't have full coverage. I had to call my insurance company.
This was that. I want to upgrade my policy.
I was like, I've been tripping. I was trying to take a break. I was like,
just upgrade at the click of a button.
Yeah, I just
you know
like,
what? Fuck this.
Fuck that. They said we got to redo your payments. I said, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't even worry about it. I'm coming through that.
Just send me the bill. You need to pay something now? Okay. All right.
I don't give a fuck how tough you are, bro. When you start sliding, I'm sure the atheists even yell out for Jesus. That's some scary shit, bro. It's like you have no control. That's the fucking part that I'm scared of. It's like you can't really do nothing when it comes to that ice and you driving. And then you don't want nobody like you worried about not hitting the motherfuckers. You gotta worry about a motherfucker not hitting your ass. It's like so it's a double whammy. You scared of the motherfuckers.
Right.
Like man,
I've been scared. Like sliding, I'm like, fuck if I hit it, because I done slid and just like I'm like I'm gonna hit this pole. Like I'm gonna hit it and I done hit it.
You made peace with it.
Like I swear to God, I had my car. I said I went down this hill and it was nothing but ice, and I said, I'm going to hit it. Like, I literally took my hand off the wheel like, I'm going to fucking hit it.
Well, you know, yeah.
And then it was like, OnStar. I'm like, yep, just hit him. Come call somebody. So, but when you spin, for me, it's spinning. So I remember going to the club one time, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving home, and I'm on, for y'all who don't know, y'all probably won't know these highways, but I was on I-70 going west. So
I know about some 70.
So I was coming.
No, the people that's listening.
Yeah,
70 go a long way, though.
Yeah. So, okay, so I'm coming up. I'm going to tell you where. So, you know.
She said 435.
So, you know when it's between I-70 and then 635. So, you can get off. Like, so, you know this whole section is open. There are no rails. There is nothing. Yeah. It is just, like, when you... when you're merging over. So I'm driving up, mind you, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, only a few people out. So it started icing while I was in the club. So I'm driving home, and I literally, when I was driving, I'm like, it's okay, it looks good. I spent like 3 times. So it's this car right here. And I'm like, don't smack into this car, don't smack into this car. And luckily, it like whipped it, like did a Fast and Furious type thing and whipped it. It turned, but it missed the car, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, yes.
So you drifted. You did some drifting.
So because of that, there was another car behind me that actually slid and hit the wall. So I got out and slipped all the way down there to see if they were okay and helped them, because I said, like, I could have literally tore this car up. Like we would have fell off. It wasn't because there's nothing there. Yeah. Like you're falling down. It's kind of like the Grandview Triangle. You're falling down. Mm-hmm. There's nothing.
Those are the parts that scare me. I could probably deal with a pole. I could make peace with a pole. But when you start talking about when you at them stretches of highway where it's just like,
highway at the bottom.
Look over there and it ain't nothing down there, or like some bushes and shit, and ain't nobody out there. Anybody gonna see you fall down there?
Or more highway. That part scares me because I look down and I see if I fall, I'm literally falling on. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, yeah, we deal with crazy weather, but sometimes it's not the weather. It's just that people who cannot drive. If you know you cannot drive in bad weather, if you really know you cannot drive, stay at home.
My dad, I remember this is like yesterday. I was in elementary school and we was going to church, right? And our church, the parking lot.
It's about to be fun.
Yo, the parking lot is a hill. It's a small. It's probably about 30 feet.
Okay.
It's probably 30, 40 feet is how big the parking lot is, and that's how long the hill kind of like is, right? Okay. And everybody parks on the hill because, you know, the church is, you know, the door is in the front. So everybody parks on the hill. It's a back too.
Okay,
right? So the church is always packed. So this is elementary school, right? Yeah. And I remember my pops had this Lincoln. And
a long ass Lincoln.
Thanking
Lincoln. Yo, we pull up to the church, you know, and he pulled up right there on the hill or whatever. And he don't think it's slick because, you know, it ain't, you know, the church supposed to clean the parking lot, right? Down below, right, at the bottom of the hill, it's people that are ran into a pole or ran into something, right? They slid down the hill, right? They're outside of the car. My pops is going down, you know, looking down the hill. He's thinking they're waving at him like, hey, how are you doing? But they're
telling
going
him
like this.
no.
Like, no.
Don't come down
Don't
here.
come down here. My pops starts waving back. Like, I'm in the back seat like, no, Pop. They're saying don't go down
They
there.
not saying hello.
He like, Ted, be quiet. Waving and driving.
What I tell you about being rude?
Kid you not. Soon as we get down the hill, he hit the brakes. Slide right into that shit. They mad as fuck. Like, nigga, you didn't see us waving.
I was saying hi, goddamn. I thought y'all was welcoming us.
He was like, got out the car. I don't think it was like a lot of damage or anything like that. But it was the point that this I think, matter of fact, it hit my side, and I think the window had like kind of like shattered or something like that. And I was just like, you just stupid. Like, I'm in elementary school looking at my pop, like, you just dumb.
I
Like,
thought it was a welcome committee. I didn't know what was going
who
on.
waved at the bottom of the hill?
This fool said, you think you that important they waved to you. Get out. Let me drive.
The funny thing about it was it wasn't even no parking spot. It was just like, why would you go all the way down there, Pop? Like,
Wow, that is. Well, I'm glad y'all was okay.
That
Yeah.
Glad y'all was okay.
That ain't the
fool
first
was in
time.
back like,
That ain't the first time. My pop just don't learn lessons, man. He's one of those type of people that he got to figure it out himself. Like one time we had like a real bad. I tell people this all the time. I forget what year it was, but it was the ice storm that we had, and we was shut down for like everybody was out of school for like a week. Nobody had no service. It was in KCK.
I remember when I remember
It was
that
a
because I was
big-ass
out of
ice
school
storm.
at that time. I had just moved out. I remember what you talking about.
Yo, everybody at this ice store, right? And I remember my pops, he had to go to work or something, but the whole street was iced, like deep ice. And we had one little part that looked like it had like a little hole in it, like in the ice. Mm-hmm. And he goes out there, right? And he's trying to go up the hill. We lived at the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
So he's pulling out the driveway on regular surface, whatever. And he gets on to where the ice and everything is at. And he gets all the way, like it's not that far away to get there and go up the hill, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like a quick right and another right up the hill.
Okay.
And he takes that right, and guess what the fuck happens? He gets stuck in that goddamn hole. Now his car is at the bottom of the hill. So anybody that comes down the hill and slide is going to smack his shit. His car is out there forever. Like I think it was out there all damn night. Like it was morning time when he was trying to leave. It was there all night because he got stuck in the hole. And if you tried to keep reversing it, it just kept turning up that hole. So he had to put some ice down, try to shovel it, all that stuff. Finally, I think that night we all got it out the hole. He parked that shit. I was like, Pop, do you see anybody else trying to get out of here?
Yeah.
And you gonna try to take this fucking Lincoln?
Yep.
Another Lincoln
where
he
was
had.
he going though? Was he going to provide for his family, like going to get some groceries or something?
I don't know
what
what
happened?
I think he was just trying to go to work.
Oh no.
I think he was just trying to go to
Come on,
work.
Pops, you got to call. Use a sick day or something.
Yeah, I was just like, Pop, come on, man, you can't.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing before we get off the damn ice and jobs. I called in yesterday. My fucking supervisor had attitude.
Oh, attitude.
Dude, this motherfucker had attitude. I called in. I waited. Like, you got to call in an hour prior. So I waited till like, and this is my normal time. Like, usually when I'm calling in 11:55 on the dot. You already know it's me. Go answer the phone. Or let me get that message. I like getting the message. I don't
What
like
time
talking to people.
what's your start time?
1 o'clock.
Okay.
So I called in 11:55.
Right on time.
Right on time. Like, I got an hour and 5 minutes. So, all right. I called in, and I don't like using my sick time. Even if you call in sick, our job will let you use, well, it might be a rule that they change because you get them new floaters at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I ain't coming. I'm going to use one of my floaters today. So he's like, Ron, you can't use your floaters. The production is running. You have to. I'm like, bro, well, I'll worry about what I'm going to use Monday because I'm not coming in. And I could just hear the disappointment. Like, he was angry, but I still hung up. It's like, dude, I understand that, yes, we signed on to work at this job whenever y'all open, but it's like, dude, y'all got to understand sometimes when it's snowing outside, I can't risk my life to come in there and make that. I'm not making enough. If I was making $100 an hour, I don't give a fuck. I would sleep outside if I knew what they call it, inclement weather was upon us, then I would be outside. Yeah. But it's like, dude, I got to call in. So look, if you're a supervisor, you listen to this, y'all got to lighten up on us. Y'all got to ease up on us because y'all got rotating shifts. You ever notice you don't see your supervisor a lot? Well, I don't know about other jobs, but we got like 20 supervisors. And they all going to make their money whether they work 1 day a week or 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's easy for y'all to motherfucking get mad at us when we got to come in this motherfucker 7 days a week. But ease up off the employees sometimes. You know what I mean? It might save y'all. We might start being a little more You know what I mean? Our relationship would be better because when you get mad at the person for calling in and we got to work 7 days a week and it's fucked up weather, man, come on, dude. Y'all got to get off of that.
Yeah.
You know what? So it's been a minute since I called in for bad weather.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't. But
I did it twice in 2 weeks. Let's go.
I know.
Fuck that.
But only because I'll tell you, like, I'll be like, I'm not gonna be on time.
Right.
Y'all know this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on time, period. Like, but
we know that over here.
That's exactly why I said that. I'm comfortable with knowing. The thing is,
putting it out there.
Know who you are. Listen, I tell people all the time, I'm gonna be there for you. I ain't gonna be on time, but that I'll say I'll come. I'm just not coming. I'm not coming on time.
Yeah.
So if you need me there, like right now, I might as well just call and take this day off.
Oh, y'all want me at work right now? Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, you might as well like give me the day off because I'll come in. I'm just not coming in until they clean the roads, until they clean the streets. I'm not doing that because if I die, you're gonna hire somebody else.
Right.
You just gonna hire somebody else. I'm not like doing that good of a job that you like, you know what?
Your job will be in the want ass before your obituary printed.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't care about us.
No, it'll be right next to each other. Like, she's dead. But
this is the person who died. You want her spot?
that's what I'm saying. But good news.
Upload your resume.
What if they did that? What if Jobs did that? What if they were like, that is so horrible. What if they were like, this person died and this was this person's old position?
Yeah.
And it's open.
This person makes $70,000 a year. Be like this person.
You like, let me sign up. What I gotta do? That would be interesting. But no,
she was kind of cute. Let me go ahead and put my resume in.
No. Okay, so one more trick I have to tell y'all if you deal with getting stuck. Not in holes, because I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But if you get stuck in snow, remember, people, I know you probably don't want to mess them up, but it's better than being stuck. Put your mats under your tires. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that.
Put your mats under your tires. I was stuck and this guy stopped and tried to help me and I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I appreciate your help. If I was really stuck and didn't know what to do, I would definitely take it. But I'm like, I got it. And I put my mats under. He was like, what are you doing? I'm like, getting unstuck.
Mm-hmm. That shit works sometimes, and a lot of times it eject that goddamn mat so goddamn fast.
So
depends on how slick it is.
What you got to do is listen. What you got to do is it's gritty work. Okay, you got to get you got to get the snow under that tire. See, people just put that mat under there with that snow on it. You can't do that.
No, I was talking about ice though.
Okay, yeah. Well, ice. Well, if you ain't stuck in ice, you just sliding, baby. Listen, you just sliding, baby. You ain't gonna make it unless you got a blow dryer. You gonna be there for.
You might as well chill. Hope you got a blanket and a soda or something. You are gonna be there for a while.
Good thing we have phones though. Imagine back in the day when they didn't have phones and they just got stuck.
Yeah,
we could look at our phones. We could go through social media, watch a couple of videos, some shit like that.
And the fucked up thing about today, we'll just get on Facebook before we call help.
We will talk about, hey.
Oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm on my news feed. What the hell?
But that's because too, you can get more help than if you call people individually. I'ma still call my main people like, hey, I'm stuck. I know you gonna come get me.
Yeah.
But just in case you can't come through, I got friends who I would hope that you would stop and help me.
I'm gonna send out a news feed blast real quick, and then I'm gonna call my regulars. Okay.
I'm on 71 South. If any of y'all are close, yeah. Oh, now on to stories.
All right,
what do we got? What are the topics?
I got something that I didn't understand.
All right,
I'm sure. Hopefully, y'all know about it. Lil Boosie. Well, Boosie. I think it's just Boosie now. I think he dropped a little.
Boosie badass.
Boosie badass.
All right, my boy Boosie. I still you know what? Let me chill because Boosie ass is real. His little ass is real. All right. Boosie shows up at Atlanta Hawks game.
Okay.
And when you sit in front row, there's a certain amount of drip you got to have going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It had the ice on. He was dipped in red and shit. The J's on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a sweater on. And this sweater caused a whole lot of controversy this week. Boosie had on a Kappa Alpha size sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of y'all who don't know what that is, that's like a legendary black fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out something I didn't know this week. You ain't supposed to rock that shit if you not like currently involved in it or like you a former member.
Yeah, that's any frat.
Yep.
All right.
Or sorority.
All right, y'all probably knew, but most motherfuckers ain't never had no contact with a sorority or fraternity. It's like, okay, y'all not a fucking gang. You know what I mean? Y'all out here controlling the shit. All right.
I didn't know it was a rule.
It's a fucking rule.
I didn't know it was a rule, but I just figured that because I was thinking, okay, so if you have to get initiated into this, if you have to do this, I'm pretty sure it's not just like, let's let everybody do it. It's kind of like.
But they selling it, and he had to go buy this motherfucker. So why y'all ain't getting
That's
at the
true,
retailers?
too.
Well, they could have said.
Or he could have got it from somebody that gave it to him.
I doubt if this nigga just gonna wear a hand-me-down sweater. I don't know. I don't know how he got it.
We should
but I did see some shit. I think, if I'm not mistaken, like, everybody was like saying, okay, well, Ralph Lauren, however you say his damn name, he sells shit like that. You know what I mean? So this shit is in stores being sold.
Yeah.
So anyway, they go off on Boosie's ass. They go on Twitter, the Kappa Twitter site. They immediately come at him like, we need you to take that off. We need you to take this post down. And the memes came and
Who
people.
who came to him?
The Kappas, the Greeks. You know what I mean? They came at him. So it was basically like they kicked off a beef. But Boosie like kind of played it off, had some fun with it, was on videos, learning how to do the shimmy. And he was like, y'all stepping to my song. I didn't tell y'all could do that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's
Man, I guess the Wipe Me Down is like they anthem or something like that.
Yeah, because they do step to it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't ask him, all right, anyway, I just want to know how y'all feel about that. Like, did y'all know, and do you think it's that serious? Like, should it be prohibited? And if it is that serious, why are you not going to the retailers for selling that shit?
I think it's okay. I yes, I think. Well, I don't think it's serious enough to be like I'm tripping about. Like, I'm thinking about this shit daily. You know what I mean? Because people gonna wear whatever they want to wear. They gonna buy whatever they want to buy, right?
Yeah.
But I do believe that if you like, I wouldn't do the shit. I wouldn't, because I'm not a Kappa. I guess it's kind of like, it's not like a football. It's not like I'm not a Chiefs player, but I can go get a jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's different when it's like a member. Like if I'm not a member of, I guess the only jackets you could wear was member only jackets. Like that was the only thing where everybody could wear. Other than that, it was kind of like, no, like this is their thing. This is them. Yeah. So I wouldn't wear it because I'm not a Delta, or I'm not. I just wouldn't wear it.
Yeah.
But like you said, they do sell it.
Yeah.
And I guess they could argue and say they sell it for people who are in those, but they don't say that though. It's not like show your Kappa badge or whatever the fuck you got.
It would seem like you would have to get it straight from them though, because they should be the ones profiting. If it's in a store, they not getting none of that money. Well, I don't know what kind of deals they got with retailers, but
they probably, it's their logo, so they probably. I mean, you can't just display a Greek logo without getting paid for it. So you probably. I mean, I'm guessing you would get it if somebody was on the slide doing it, but you got to pay for that shit. Like they got to get a percentage off of that. But I think the biggest thing is when I was going to college, like even though I went to a rinky-dink college, like most of my friends went to colleges. My best friend, she went to an all-black school. A couple of my friends went to all-black schools. Yeah. And they said, like, one of my friends, what is the pink and green? Is that AKA?
That's my bosses. I think it's AKA.
AKA. And I don't want to get it wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, because don't get our show fucked up.
Oh, my gosh. Because if you say the wrong shit.
I think, you know what? Fuck that. Let them come at us.
So whatever the pink and green is.
Yeah, we need to expose it.
Okay, yes, it's AKA.
Okay. I remember one of my homegirls, she had went to UMKC, and she ended up pledging for AKA. And I was like, they got an AKA in UMKC? And she was like, yeah. So she pledged, right? And she was telling me about the stuff that, like the pledges had to do and what the pledges couldn't do. And she, at this point, she wasn't, I don't know how they said, she crossed the line or whatever. So now she's like the big sister or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, I don't know how the big cap or big AKA sister, I don't know how that works. But she said, like, if you seen a girl that was either about to pledge or pledging or just walking down the street with, in campus with a pink and green, attire on,
yeah,
they'll confront you. They'll be like, no, sweetheart, you need to take that off. You're not AKA. And you like, how the fuck you gonna tell me what I can wear and I can wear? Wow. And she'd be like, we don't play that shit. And then she didn't tell me in detail what would happen if you don't.
Would they retaliate with violence?
I don't know if they retaliate with violence, but I think they get really petty.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure.
I think they get really petty.
Not
like I'm about to beat your ass, but kind of like.
I'm pretty sure they probably.
Bitch, you about to
talk to the professor.
You thought you was cool?
F's, bitch.
No, you thought you was cool? Oh, okay. We about to take your boyfriend. Like, damn. Bitch, I didn't want the pink and green now.
Wow. So what about just pink and green? Like, even if it don't display like the logo,
well,
could you just
No. That's what I was saying.
Oh, you was just talking about the colors.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about the logo.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you can't wear the logo. Oh, I think that gets violent. I think that's a punch in the face.
God,
if you're on campus, right, and you walking down, I'm pretty sure it's different now because I know they changed the culture because of all of the shit that went on with people dying in these fraternities and sororities. But I think like they would say like I think they use a fuck like my homeboy. He pledged what is the dudes that's like the Q dogs or something like that.
Oh, the Q dogs.
They some disrespectful motherfuckers, man.
I
Will
heard.
fuck you up like literally, and they mostly filled with like niggas that are big. You know what I mean? These are niggas that are like football
Q
players.
dogs, I
and
won't
shit.
fuck with them.
Not at all, man.
Shout out to you.
Don't go there.
Shout out to you.
I heard what they be doing. So calm down.
Just amazing. Just shout out. Keep working out. Keep pledging. Knocking niggas out if you want to. Whatever it is, you just be the best you can be.
But I think it's mostly for people that's trying to pledge. Like until you cross the line, you can't wear none of this shit. You can't do none of this shit, and they will fuck you up for doing that shit.
Yeah, because I've had cousins that most of all of mine are in fraternities and sororities and stuff like that.
And then they won't even tell you like what they got to do to get there.
Yeah, because they really can't because they can't. They really can't.
So
tell
you know how deep that shit got to be, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They really can't tell you. So. I mean, me personally, I'm just saying I wouldn't if I was not. I would. There's no, you know what I mean. There's too many designers that you could wear opposed to because they do have to do a lot of them pledges have to do a lot to pledge. They have to. So it's kind of like it's like being a blood in LA. You know what I mean? You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like if you.
Yeah, they're gonna ask you where you from.
Yeah,
if you're
on the block and you wearing, I would say a rag. If you wearing a rag, that's different. Like if they just wearing a red shirt, things have changed because
things have a
bloods wear blue now. You know what I mean? Like things have changed. Before that was not.
You still got that flag.
But if you wearing your soldier flag and that motherfucker just happen to be red,
yeah, you in trouble.
I'm pretty sure they gonna ask you like, "What's up?" Like, who
you
are
cuz
you?
of blood.
That's why I compared it to a gang because that's some serious shit. Like if I go into and look, I'm not fronting. I did not know anything about how deep this was about wearing their logos and they letters and stuff like that. But I'm thinking Boosie was probably in a situation where he just saw. Dude, have you ever had your shoes? You ever bought some shoes?
Mm-hmm.
You know which jeans you're going to have.
Yep.
He just went in there and he saw this motherfucker and was like, red and gold.
Yep.
That's what the fuck I need.
Yep.
I don't think he gave it any second thought.
I think when I read it, he said that he knew, like he knew the Kappa shit, you know what I mean? But he said that he just thought it was a fly-ass shirt and that people would praise him for it and not belittle him for it. But that ain't what happened. Yeah, because he was taking
pictures and shit. Yeah. Like, boy, he just knew he was fly.
But you know what gets me, though, is that you would think people would be okay with that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you remember when Martin used to be on Martin's show, he used to always represent a college, like an all-black school or something like that.
Yeah.
And at HBCU, he would wear a sweater, a shirt, or something, right? And we'd be like, damn, that's dope. Like, if a big person that's not an AKA, like Boosie, he's middle, you know what I mean? He's probably like at the lower end of respect, you know what I mean? But if you're talking about, a person like fucking Will Smith or, somebody like that, and Will Smith is coming out saying, like I didn't pledge AKA, but I'm going to represent for the AKAs or whatever, they'll make that motherfucker honorary member so damn fast.
You know what? Let's just keep it real and be honest. Yeah. Okay?
It's Boosie. That's what it was.
Let's just be honest. Well, however, on the Cosby Show and Martin and all them, when they wore it, they wore the school.
They wear the school.
They didn't do the fraternity. They did the school to support the school.
But if you see the
we got to think about a different world. They used to rock the damn letters on there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But a different world. But they were in college.
And Hillman was fake as fuck.
Fake as hell.
But it was a college, so you would expect to see people in that type of.
But you see them representing though. That's the point.
No, which was great. However, again, they were rocking schools, not which one they like best. And then, which I agree, he probably looked at it and was like, this shit dope. You know what I mean? Because it
was dope. I like the.
I want one.
Hell yeah.
I ain't about to go. Yeah, I don't want to get.
We've all done it.
Walking down the street and get killed.
Motherfucking KU show up down here. Like, how the fuck y'all know about this?
You know what?
KU.
I I think it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I know it ain't HBCU, but
Right.
we don't know how they feel. We don't know.
One is Boosie. If it was Beyonce, if Beyonce wore a lot of
Minimum backlash.
The only issue would be other fraternities or sororities saying something against her wearing.
Why would you wear? Why would you wear that?
Yeah,
you from blah blah blah. This is the nearest black college.
But,
with the blah blah blah.
But
exactly.
Your mama pledged.
But that would be it. It wouldn't be like it's Boosie. It's kind of like an attractive person coming up to you like, hey, what's up? I want to talk to you. You like, oh, okay. And then a non-attractive person come and talk to you like sexual harassment. It just depends.
Exactly.
It literally just depends on.
Decent analogy.
That
Okay.
was good. That's exactly what happened.
Stop talking to me. Stranger danger. Like, no, you're literally.
It's Boosie.
It's Boosie. That's who it was.
Hey, but the thing I didn't get about that when because he, like I said, he had fun with it and played with it. He went live with a guy that was teaching him how to shimmy.
Yeah.
Dude was in Baton Rouge. Like that's
I mean,
that's his stomping ground. Like y'all still don't look.
Nah, that's
Boosie
even worse.
Star, but Boosie is a known motherfucker, and that's where he from.
But that's even worse because you in Baton Rouge.
That would, man.
And you didn't pledge or go to college, nigga.
I think that's what it got to do with it, too. You looking down on this man because he didn't go to college.
You didn't go to college.
It gotta be. It's like, okay,
I
understand that y'all got something, you know what I mean? That's y'all personal, the paraphernalia. I mean, that's y'all stuff. That's y'all clothes, y'all letters, y'all logos. That's y'all own that. But it's like, damn. I didn't think that would come to them like they did. Because it wasn't just like y'all DM'd them or something like that. It's like y'all came at the man like y'all got to take this. You got to take that off. And
but
so now you fucking with a nigga's manhood though.
Maybe they did. Maybe some.
Boosie was on death row.
Yeah, that was weird.
Boosie was on death row before. Like
that's why I don't understand
y'all
why
be dancing a little bit too much with Boosie.
Yeah,
that fool said they be like, we 3 billion strong. We gonna jump this nigga. Like
they everywhere too.
They
bro.
are like because it's a
you don't
fraternity.
even know. You may be one round. We don't even know.
I ain't one, but you right. You don't know until the motherfucker go pull that sweater out.
If we see Rod doing this shit at the party, I'll be like, Rod, we never knew. We didn't know.
If some serious goes down and your dad come in the kitchen one day with his fucking sweater on, like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
You know he going to handle some business. They didn't call them. Like, hey, we got a problem, bro.
All right.
It was a regulator.
All right,
Bound up.
We got to go to Baton Rouge.
Safe and get his sweater, nigga. It's about to be on.
Go to Baton Rouge. His wife looking at him like, all right, kids. All right, he don't say nothing to the dad. Just, all right, kids. Everybody in the back.
I knew this day
Everybody
would come.
downstairs in the bunker. Shit about to get real.
I knew this day would come. Kids, come on. Y'all daddy got to go.
The daddy got to go. She'd be like, honey, here's your bag. all his shit in there. All his fraternity shit in there. Pledge papers and everything.
Oh, my God.
Got all this shit in pictures, documents. He walking outside with a briefcase.
Yeah, fake IDs, all kind of shit about to crack. Hey man, I didn't know it was so covert like that. You know what I mean? Like
what you had said about I get backlash for this and I don't care, but relating it to a gang, I sometimes it could be related to the gang because people. And they gonna, some of the fraternities and sororities is gonna get mad by this, and I don't care because I didn't pledge. I wanted to, but whatever.
Never said, fuck y'all. You gotta pick me.
But this hazing process is the big deal. Like people are losing their kids when they just trying to send their kids to fucking college.
Exactly.
Like I'm sending my kids to college. You want to haze him till he die? Like, come on, like y'all. I don't know if y'all watched that movie called Burning Sands, but Burning Sands is a good movie on Netflix. It depicts how the fraternity life is, and it just shows like these men, they're trying to be brothers, you know what I mean? But through the process, they are breaking them down so much that they damn near are killing them just to be a part of a brotherhood. Mm-hmm. And you look at it that way. What's the difference between the Bloods and the Crips? Like the Bloods and the Crips, if I gotta get hazed or jumped in, or I gotta do certain shit just to be within the group. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing as, like this over here with the fraternities. Mm-hmm. The only difference is that this is illegal, you know what I mean? And this is legal. And that's what I think the arguments has always been with fraternities and hazing. So when you talk about I can't wear a certain shirt, you telling me that that's just like a freaking Bloods and I can't wear red. I can't wear blue.
A certain color in a certain area.
It's the same thing, but I understand it because you know, like the dynamics are changing. The culture is changing, but there is no more hazing. I don't think it's no more physical hazing. I still think they do some type of hazing, but I don't feel like it's hurtful. But I do feel like most of these fraternities and sororities, they're not as big as people making them seem. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fraternities and sororities that we don't even know the names of. Yeah. Them are just the bigger name, the name ones that we know. So people that's been around for like years and years and decades and whatever, they've been holding that. Like even people like you see them Q dogs, they be having that tattoo that what they get burned with. You get a burn.
They get branded?
They brand you.
Wow.
Like my homeboy got a, what is it called? Like a horseshoe or something they brand you with. Yeah. Wow. And like that shit just bubbled up, bro. Turned into a scab and they said you can't do nothing with it but let it heal like that.
God damn it.
Just to get branded.
That does sound like a gang. Only difference is they all got 4.0 GPAs. Like, what's the difference? It's like, okay, gang members may not be that smart. Y'all in college and y'all really, like, I'm not disrespecting sororities or fraternities, but it's like, I didn't think it was so serious as far as that. Like, I never knew.
Look at the dude's chest. All of them get branded the same way.
What is that, a C?
That's like a
it don't look like no
that
Q.
Was a Q. Like these are Qs.
They didn't even finish branding this nigga.
That fool said, you put it on the wrong way.
Like they're not tattooing you or nothing. They just taking hot steel and being like, you kind of look like a goddamn horse.
God damn. You know what? And he got 2 of them.
Yeah, dude. And they live by this shit, bro.
See.
This ain't a good one, I don't think. This is what I'm talking about, Ron. Don't look at this one on the left side, but on the right side, they look kind of gay. But would you see how bubbly it is?
He got it on his ass.
Yeah, that's a little too much. A little too much. But you see how the brand is?
Wow.
But you know they be naked all the damn time. Like when you hear about those Q dog parties and shit. Like I went to a party one time. Them niggas was in robes, bro. Like, niggas in robes, nigga in boots, nigga just strolling. Like I'm like, man, if a dick fall out, I'm out. I'm out of this bitch.
Oh my God.
Man, this dick fall out, I'm out.
Stop looking at the ass and look at the brand.
I was looking at the rest of them.
Oh, okay, you did scroll. I will give her that. She scrolled. I thought she was going to be at the top.
Actually, don't give it to me. I just scrolled down as soon as you said
something. These niggas is getting off the chain.
I didn't know it was that serious. Like, man, I know fraternities and sororities, they do a lot of good stuff. It helps them, like, in their future with their lives and shit, their careers. But, damn, man, as far as, like, I didn't know it was so serious.
Okay,
I don't think I can judge because I don't know. I'm not a part of the culture, but
since we're to side with them a bit. Maybe this is how they feel. Like for me, it's like even though none of us are supposed to say it, it's like somebody outside of the black race saying nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't care if you hang out with somebody and y'all cool. Mm-hmm. Like I'm seeing a lot of Hispanics say it. This is just me personally. Y'all come at me if y'all want to. I don't care because I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
Like, like I hear it all the time and I'm like, the fact that it's become cool, like something to say, I'm like, no. Like, we may have not gotten beaten or, but we have in life been hindered, and we still are hindered from certain things, right? Yeah. So it's just like when the person comes up to me and they like, so you can say, I'm going to tell you yes. And I ain't got to explain it to you why. I ain't got to explain to you why. I'm going to just tell you, I don't like it.
I'm gonna just tell your ass that you can't
like shit. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
But they said what they say on there that little Boosie was trying to stroll. He was trying to do the little Kappa shit with the dance moves. Yeah, they said the nigga was looking like a robot. They said that
they said you gotta loosen up a little bit. You gotta relax.
He said y'all motherfuckers be like you said. Y'all motherfuckers be wiping down off of my shit. Wipe me down and all this, but you can't teach me to stroll, nigga. Like don't
that is kind of odd, knowing that is the song that y'all normally dance to. Why so wouldn't you reach out to dude?
I would have been and sent this nigga a shirt.
Like, hey,
exactly.
Put his on, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the crazy part about it, he said, and Boosie was asking him the things that he couldn't do. Like he was like, okay, I can't wear the shirt. What else can I do? And he said, you can't throw the sign.
Nope.
And dude threw the sign. It was a blood sign. It was literally a blood sign.
I think it's a different sign. I don't think it's a blood sign. I think it's like
the sign that the Kappa guy that was on live through it was a blood sign.
But I think it's a sign. But I think it's the movement too. I don't think it's just like, hey. I think it's like, screw it.
Oh, wow. Now, see, you ain't got to worry about everybody doing that.
Because the AKAs, they do the pinky thing, and they be like, ooh. I'm fucking it all up. I don't know. I it may not be the right noise.
I should put your ass on video and put your ass on the internet because I don't know, bro. I just know he said they can't throw the sign. You can't wear the gear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's cool. It's funny, though, because, like, it's the World Wide Web. You know what I mean? So, you putting it on there. Damn. But it got to be.
You threw that. I'm like, what the fuck? Blood? Throw that shit out. I don't see y'all going at each other with the goddamn.
And then different fraternities don't like each other. Goddamn gang.
Yeah.
It's a gang. Yeah. It's a gang. I didn't seen the Q Dogs not like the Kappas forever.
See, that's
Man,
true.
If not for the turkey drives, y'all would not be no different than the Bloods and the Crips.
Right.
This is
and the
true.
Bloods and the Crips do turkey drives now.
Every once in a while. You know what I mean? Y'all the same.
And shout out to you for giving back to the community from what you've taken away.
Yeah.
You know that is a good thing. The only
they don't sell drugs. They don't gang bang. That's another good thing.
The only difference, the only difference is that the fraternities and sororities, their meeting is like a dance off.
Yeah.
And gang members shoot at each other. But what we're trying to say is neither is healthy if it's negative. If it's negative, because that's true. I've heard a lot of people.
Why can't the Kappas and the Qs just come together?
Exactly. So why is it, if y'all are both, like, you got these HBCUs and they fraternities and stuff like that, why would y'all be going at each other? Like, doesn't that defeat the purpose? Everybody praises HBCUs for what they do for black people. Yeah. And then y'all motherfuckers can't get along.
Maybe
like, what am I missing? They all in their own little groups. And they like, fuck them. They like, but we all part of that. We supposed to be fucking the white people.
Exactly.
No, fuck the white people. We all supposed to be one.
But maybe it's not as negative as we're trying to make it seem. Maybe it's kind of like you liking one sports team. And
they just dance instead of fighting. But you know what I
mean. But even the basketball players and the football players go at it in college. Like KU, just a couple years ago, KU basketball players fought the football players. Obviously they lost and shit, but it was like they had to call the cops and everything to come up there and shit like that.
Wow.
Because like the thing is there's a certain amount of women on campus, right? It's a bunch of women, but women on campus are gonna go for like majority of the women gonna go for the most popular people. Who can I have fun with? Who can show me a good time, right? So that's why you got the Kappas. They more like, I'm guessing they more like pretty boys and stuff like that. So that reaches a different type of girl, right? And then you got the hardcore Q Dogs where they got the dicks out everywhere.
I want to be
coming to class with robes and shit
right? Like, what the fuck? And then some chicks like that
like
shit. And then like some chicks like a skinny basketball player. You know what I mean? And some people like a big old lineman. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what gets everybody, all the dudes going, because it's like, bitch, you ain't about to be taking my bitches. No, you not.
Exactly.
So I got me a little fraternity, and we gonna get all the bitches. And then the other niggas like, nah, fuck out of here, nigga. All the bitches coming to the Qs. We got our dicks out.
Yeah, but then they got their sororities, and they on the same shit though.
Sorority the same one. The sororities are different. Sororities about clout, bro. Like, well, they both about clout, but sororities are really about clout. Like women. Like when women get popular, oh no, that's a whole different subject right there. Niggas get popular, we do dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when women get popular, that's a whole different petty.
Oh, you can't even hit that.
You
can't hit that.
No, you can't come up to that and be like, hey, I'm a basketball player, and she like, nigga, I am a AKA. I get niggas.
You're already bad. Now you're AKA.
So did you see the jacket?
Did you see the jacket? Nigga, I go anywhere and get some niggas. I ain't got no time for this shit.
I will say this though: if it was a cute shirt that was in the color of your sorority, we just gonna have to fight that shit out. Because I'm gonna be like, nigga, I just
got to bang it out.
I just bought this.
Nah, I don't know though. If it's like a gang and if it's anything like the Crips and I got a blue shirt that said Crip, I'm probably not gonna buy that one.
Not the symbol. Not the symbol. I'm talking about the colors. Like, I'm not taking my shit back just because I'm sorry. Bitch, I like green too. I like green too.
But you couldn't walk that on the yard? Could be that on the yard?
So you just can't be on the campus. Like, if they saw you off campus, would they beef?
Off campus, you fine. Okay. I think as long as you far off campus, But
you got to be at least 3 miles away from here.
Yeah, you can't be at KU just walking down the blocks.
Okay.
Be like, hold on, bitch. Let me call her. We got a bitch out here with pink and green.
I ain't never seen this bitch. Y'all come through.
They all approaching her. They like, oh girl, that's Karen. Let's fuck her up though. Fuck her up for wearing this shit. Like this one girl told me that she literally walked up to a girl and said, "Take that off," and the girl had to go home and change her clothes. because she was a pledge. So I mean, like either you
okay.
either you take it off or you don't pledge. So you don't get to wear those colors until after you cross the line.
That part I get. That part I get. You can't. Like, it's kind of like getting a jersey before you actually make the team.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I get that part. But I'm saying if you got on a green jacket and some nice pink Air Max and you gonna tell me you got to go home and change, you bitches just gonna have to beat my ass. But I'm telling you what, after I call my mama, my auntie, my cousins and them, this situation's gonna turn totally different.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be raw at that point. But then that's how like they protect it.
Man.
You can't just come in there and be violent with them. They protected
I definitely learned something new this week.
Teachers are, the teachers are part of the sororities and fraternities. The principals, whatever the deans, these go a long way. That's how they kind of like pitch it to you. They kind of like saying, this is what they told me one time. They was like, a Q dog told me this. He said that if he was on the side, broken down on the road, and a Q dog saw him, on the road, he's supposed to stop and help him out.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard
he cannot just keep driving. Mm-hmm. He got to stop and help him out, and that's part of like the rule or whatever.
Like I've heard about that. I've heard that my friends are.
I asked somebody that one time. They was like, "Nigga, if I'm late for work, I'm going to work." I was like, "Hey, man, that's crazy."
Yeah, my friends at Delta, she's like that too. She's like, even if because don't get it twisted.
How they gonna know you a damn cute dog if they riding down the street?
Don't get it twisted though. It's not like maybe if they got I see a lot of
you
people.
gonna have your jacket on?
Well, no, right. I see a lot of people in fraternities have like the little emblem on their. Some of them have it on their tags. Some of them have it on their little in the front of their stuff. Like I've seen people like go out.
Yep.
My cousins go out like displaying like this is what I am.
Hella displaying. I see it all the time. They be having the symbol on there on the back of the car or on the license plates.
Or they put it on that little.
So they like the Masons.
Yeah, they are all the same. Okay. The Masons is all the same.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. They just different. They just different groups, Like, and I got approached by the Masons, dude. Like, I was at work and I was working at this call center, and this dude was like, "Man, you a good dude, man." And he just came to me. He was like, "Dude, do you ever heard about the Masons?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, "The Freemasons." The Freemasons? What y'all do? I was intrigued like a motherfucker. I was like, "What the Masons do?" They was like, "Man, we kind of like a fraternity." I was like, "I can be in a fraternity and not go to college." They was like, he was like, "We a brotherhood, man." He was like, "Man, here's my card. I'm gonna talk to the brothers about you, and we're gonna see if we can get you started." Right? I remember it was off 13th and State. I don't know if they got a little Mason place right there by Mad Jack's on the corner. So what's it called? Like what they call them? Lodges, a lodge, lodge 44, something like that. And I go in there and it's this old place or whatever, and they talking to me about it. But they upstairs like in this like meeting room, and there's a guy that's sitting there, and you can't go in there or out of there, like until you get crosses the line or whatever. But they were sitting there talking to me, and they was like, this is like this telling me like, this is how the brotherhood works. We put our wives first. We put our kids first. We put our family first. It was like the wives are part of the Masons. I don't know what they're called, but they were just telling me all this stuff, and I was excited about it. But then I was like,
I can't think of the damn name.
Then I was like, okay, so what is a Mason? Like, what is all this about? Like, what is in that book that y'all got? And they was like, you can't find out until you cross over. And I was like, so I ain't gonna know nothing about like who y'all are or what y'all about or what this is. He was like, nope, until you cross over. I'm looking like, why would I join something that I don't know what I'm getting myself into? But you telling me that these are the dues, these are the things that I need to go through to get there, and these are the outcomes. And I'm looking like, man, I don't even got time for this shit. Like, I was just really interested to figure out like, what the fuck are y'all? But I never went through with it.
Yeah, my friend's a Freemason. She is. So you can be a woman and
really?
be a Freemason. You don't have
but
to.
But the wives are called something though.
I'm not sure.
I forgot what the wives are called.
It's something like the Eastern Stars or something like that.
Yeah.
One of my exes used to be involved in that, and she wouldn't let me see
nothing.
I'm about to put this out here.
Go ahead, Ron.
I motherfucking went and looked at some of her literature. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Ron don't say it on here.
If y'all come,
I ain't gonna be part of this. I ain't gonna be part of this shit.
Hey, look.
Unplug everything. We out.
No, we out this shit.
Ron doing it on the
Ron doing too much.
Hey.
It was different when we was talking about Delta the album. We ain't about to do this
Them
shit.
kids, nigga. Fuck up some kids. Then you talking about adults.
All right, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. All right, but look, she was going to these meetings, and the crazy thing about it, she was a cheater, so I don't know if she was at a meeting all the time or what.
Damn. But that's what they said. That's what they
I
said.
found out she was cheating. Yeah. But she was at these damn meetings and shit, and like these old ladies used to come to the house. And
Yeah.
it was like, it was weird because they would come in. It was something with the star at the end. Like it said Eastern Star when I Googled it.
I think that's what it is.
It was a weird name. It was like, yeah, man, she was involved in that shit. I'm like,
dude.
what the fuck is going on? What made you just change and now all of a sudden you want to do this? It was the weirdest shit ever.
Oh, y'all was together and she decided to do it?
Yeah, we were together when she did it.
And then it started looking hella weird.
It started looking weird. Well,
they're having parties and shit. Like, late at night.
Man,
like
going
old
places,
ass
these
people.
people coming picking her up. I'm like, what the fuck is going
My
on?
pops told me, I ain't giving y'all my dad's name, but he told me that they be having like orgies and shit up there. And I was like, how you know? He was like, nigga, I'm from the hood. He's telling me a couple of his buddies that went up there. He was like, man, a couple of my buddies go up there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, I should join just for that. He was like, nah, don't get yourself involved in that. They be doing some illegal
So
stuff.
probably doing something to them damn Eastern Stars.
Yeah, them
so
Eastern
your girl
Stars.
was there. She'd go up there and fuck with them Masons.
Fucking with the Masons. She ain't got no choice. It's in the book.
Listen, y'all both.
Well, she was already cheating, so I didn't give a fuck. So I said,
Y'all both gonna die. I'm gonna be on the podcast like, I don't know what happened to me. They just found the bodies.
welcome everybody. Cortez and
No,
Ron met an untimely demise, so I'm gonna take over
I'll
the
be
show.
like, but don't worry, they'll still be here with us. I have a psychic with the Ouija board, and they're gonna tell us what happened.
We're gonna do some palm readings today, online. Just
like,
put your hand on the camera.
They gonna tell me, we need more young brothers in the Masons. I was like, yeah, y'all old as fuck over here in the Masons. Y'all about to die.
Hey man, I never understood it. I had some family members that was involved in that, but we just never knew what they was doing. And I never got to the age
Nobody
where my
ever
uncles
knew.
like where I was like old enough to have a conversation
Yeah.
with them about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they'd have had one with me or not, but I was just young.
They wouldn't.
So mind your business, little boy.
They probably been like, if I
Figure
tell you,
it out.
if I tell you, I gotta kill you. You my nephew, and I don't want to kill you.
But I will,
I will kill
But
you.
I will, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
ever
God.
told anybody about the shit that goes on in the Masons.
Yeah, so you don't let us. You know what? This is just our opinion.
Anything that's secretive, man, I don't want to be a part of. And then the crazy thing about it, the Masons been around for centuries,
Yeah.
like since the 1800s or maybe even longer, and it's been like a white establishment. And now, you know, I'm guessing the different lodges, you know, have black establishments, but I don't know even the white Masons. But most of the presidents back then were all Masons.
Wow.
Yeah, just different people have different things. Like you know, now black people, we have groups who we are a part of now, and
Yeah.
but yeah, they have.
I ain't a part of nothing. Only thing I'm pledging is urban absurdity. So don't come for us.
Don't come for me.
And-
You come for Bianca.
We just a talk group.
Oh,
She kidding all them motherfuckers.
Cues.
Hold on. This is my friend. This is what she wrote me. I asked her like, what is the rules and what everything, because she's a sorority.
Oh shit! Say her name.
Now I don't know. No, I ain't saying her name, but I'm gonna read it and see. You know, I'm gonna make sure I read it word for word. If anything else in there, I cut it off.
Okay.
She said, "Hell no, he shouldn't have wore it." But I was dying at some of the videos that I seen him in, and some of the other Kappas. If you are not a member, you can't be wearing the letters or portraying that you are a member. People can become an honorary member, and then they are allowed to. People not a part of the Greek culture would be like, it's not that big of a deal, but it is. It's like someone repping a gang that they are not a part of. They get caught, they gonna get their ass beat. We are not a gang. She said we are not a gang, but that's the only way I could think to relate to it. Where I could possibly understand. Members worked hard to be a part of that organization, and to see someone who is not a part of the frat wearing letters is a slap in the face. That's coming right from
I
a
still think it's
sorority.
weird.
She's a
I
sorority.
understand. I read like 1,000 of those, but it's still like, okay, put that out there though. Like everybody know with the Bloods and the Crips, hey, you ain't supposed to be wearing this shit. You don't want anybody wearing your shit. Let a motherfucker know. If you got some secretive ass shit, and then all of a sudden the motherfucker got something on it, you come at me talking about take that shit off, take this post down. It's like, dude, as a man, you gonna feel some kind of way about that shit though. It's like, okay, I understand that, but make y'all rules public. At least those which I don't want the public doing. Because I'm the type of motherfucker, if I was in, Boosie took that shit well. He played with it. If I was in Boosie's situation, I'm just here and tell you, if I had bread like that, we got a problem because y'all came at me wrong. I ain't go to college. I don't know y'all. So don't be telling me what the fuck to take off and shit. I bought this shit. Why is it being sold? I'm that asshole. That's how I would come up. I respect what y'all got going on, but I ain't a part of that shit. And y'all didn't put no motherfucking rules out there that say we can't rock this shit. So y'all need to fucking come with some damn y'all PR sucks. Y'all PR fucking sucks.
You know what? I don't think it does. I just think that we don't look at the information. Like, I'm pretty sure the information is out there. We just ain't never researched.
Why would we be looking at the information? We ain't no Kappas.
I mean, like, I didn't know nothing about the Masons. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't look at the Masons either. But if you do something wrong, the Masons gonna check you.
But didn't you always know that about the Masons though? It was always an air of fear. Don't be throwing these signs. Oh, he a Mason. I ain't never heard him up. Oh, he a Kappa.
I never heard of no Masons. I never heard no Masons until somebody approached me.
I heard the Masons I was younger because I got family members that was involved. But it's like still.
See, and I guess so you heard about Masons because you have family members involved. We have family members who are in fraternities and sororities, so it's like, okay.
I did too, but that's what I'm saying. They never came with that, but dude,
they went hardcore.
No matter who you kin to, as far as college fraternities and sororities and the Masons, it's different. You always said that these Masons got all right. It was always something like, okay, well, shit, the president's a Mason. All these motherfuckers be doing it. You always heard shit about that.
But I never understood what it was. Or what
I didn't even hear from the family members. I'm talking about just growing up, just being around people.
But you know what? It kind of, maybe it just doesn't get out as much. And I think the whole Mason thing, because it came out like in 2003, was like, it's scary. They throwing up the eye and they doing this. So it attracted people like, people are selling their souls, like this whole thing.
Yeah.
But with it's kind of the same thing with fraternities and sororities. So they have superstars who are like Kappas and Deltas
and Masons.
And no, what I'm saying is as far as because you said the difference. Mm-hmm. So there are people who are pledging, well, not pledging, but who are honorary members who actually help other ones like get jobs, get different places, like put them in a better position as far as life, period, like doing whatever they do. So that's why a lot of people pledge too, is because you get that help. It's not just like if they see you, they stop and help you. Yeah. Not only that, if you in a better position in your job or you in a better position in life, like you have that opportunity, and most of them do have that opportunity to help a brother or help a sister. You put on your
resume, and they probably see it on the resume in the interview, and they're like, "Oh, you one of us."
And then so they do that part. I do know that part. I do know because I told you my cousin worked for the Secret Service too, but in Washington D.C. But he pledged. He's in it. He's like, you know what I mean?
They get you into some of the doors.
And I'm not saying
I understand all of that. I understand, but everybody, when you take those three branches that you just mentioned, when you talk about the Secret Service, when you talk about the Masons, you talk about the Kappas, fraternities, and sororities, it's still certain things that you know, no matter whether you kin to these people or not. It's still certain things that you be like, oh, nah.
Well, I know you can't wear them colors. I know you can't wear them colors.
Well, and not only that, it took something. I know for me to find out about Masons, it took the whole 2003 videos and stuff and like the Illuminati stuff to come out for me to be like, oh, I know about this. If that never came out, I wouldn't know about it. Like I wouldn't know about it to the extent that I know about it now. Right. So take this situation. This situation is like,
well, maybe they need to make a video because
now we know.
With this situation, maybe it was like because times have changed, culture's changed. So maybe with this situation, it's like I didn't know that. I know that now. Because it normally, like I said, it has to be something. If it wasn't for those videos coming out talking about people throwing up the sign, I wouldn't know.
So now, if you're talking to somebody later on and they'll wearing a shirt or something like that to say Kappa on there or something like that, the sign or whatever, you gonna be like, ooh, nigga, did you pledge? You're like, nah, I didn't pledge. Oh, nigga, I'm gonna leave you alone and get on up out of here, man. Like, go ahead and get up out of here before they kill you.
I don't know. With the Masonic stuff and something like that, I might get a little nervous. But if mother come around and get a Kappa shirt on.
All right, Rod. Them niggas is real.
It might be. I'm not disrespecting them or anything, but I'm still saying, like, real. I really think that it should have been clear because
some niggas is fraternity in gang. They don't know how to separate the difference.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, I'm a blood and a Kappa.
For the Kappas and the Crips, goddamn.
Yeah, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga,
who's
what you doing?
Where's your free time? What do you do when you
always got meetings?
You got
crip meetings and you got
I'm crip walking and I'm stumping. Like I don't get what is going on. Where's your time? So yeah, maybe this situation.
Only this time I'm stomping on your ass.
I'm stumping the yard, nigga.
I want to speak about another brotherhood. You should know about this. Right. The comedy brotherhood, comedians, the fraternity that they have.
Hey, man.
In the last few weeks, I've been seeing some Mark Curry videos, and he's rather fucking upset.
He is upset.
He's pissed off with Steve Harvey.
Because why?
Steve Harvey has apparently been stealing this nigga's jokes
for ages.
Who?
TMZ caught Mark Curry outside of the airport like they usually catch celebrities and they asked him about the Steve Harvey situation. Is he still on it? Is he still pissed at him? And he's like, look, Steve Harvey keeps stealing my material. I talked to him. He said outside of Def Jam or something like that. I don't know if he meant the record company, the damn comedy show. I don't know what it was. But he said, I came to him and I told him, I don't like you stealing my material. You got enough money. Why you stealing my shit? So I guess he was watching some other show. Steve Harvey got so big. And Steve Harvey stealing his jokes again. How would you handle that?
I'm reading it now trying to figure out what joke he stole.
I wanted to know that too. He said he stole a few jokes.
Oh, a few?
He said he stole a few. He said he did it on I don't know if it was on stage, but it was on a few of his shows he was using Mark Curry's material. And Mark Curry said that, okay, y'all don't think I'm funny or something like that, but comedians are stealing my joke. I'm making a comeback. He shot it out to Netflix, Showtime, whatever. He wants to do a special now. I don't know if that's just to come out and say, hey, this is my joke. Steve Harvey was stealing my shit. I don't know. How you think it should feel?
I think, a lot of people don't know this, and this is going to sound fucked up, dude, but, even for me, for instance, we sit small-time comedians, right? We sit down and we have to write our jokes. We don't have a team of writers writing it for us or anything like that. So we got to sit down and write out these jokes, and these jokes are more like good-ass ideas. You know what I mean? Like ideas you be like, damn, dude, I really came up with this goddamn joke, right? And you write it down and you go perform it in a small place, right? And so happen to be somebody that's big there. Say that Steve Harvey is there, right? He's sitting in the crowd or whatever, and he listening to your joke, and he's kind of like on Def Jam already, on Def Comedy Jam, and you trying to come up or whatever. And he like, well, this nigga ain't nobody ever gonna hear this joke. When they hear it from me, they're never gonna compare it to him. You know what I mean? And that's how joke stealing works. So now I perform it on Def Comedy Jam, and you perform it down there in the bar. You know, now I'm using your joke, but you can't. Who gonna believe you that I'm using your joke, right? And then now I'm traveling real wide using your joke, and I'm looking at you like, damn, that's fucked up, dude. Like that joke look like it's working. You know what I mean? Like it's really working for you. It could have worked for me. That could have been my big joke break. You know, like that's all it is. It takes like a couple of good jokes for people to be like, this shit is wild. I gotta put this nigga on some more. Yeah. And when you take that away from somebody, you can see how Steve Harvey career went. And you can see how Mark Curry career went. And majority, say that Steve Harvey stole all his jokes, right? And Mark Curry, didn't make it as big as he did. Steve Harvey done went on with this nigga's act. Yeah. Like that's you messing up my money at that point. You taking my words, and that's why
those were his exact words. You fucking up my money, bro.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand about Facebook, and that's why I get so mad and I try to call people out when they steal jokes, because even though you may think these are people like just Facebook comedians or whatever, this is some good ass material people are putting out, and when you take that material from if you take that material from my page and you put it on your page, you're using my goddamn words. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I don't want you to use my words. This is my family. These are my situations. These are my lives. Like you taking this one dude, he would take every joke I would write that was funny and got over 100.
The one you told us about. Yeah. Like, how you get more than me? It was my stuff.
And he taking the joke and they just parlaying on that nigga shit. I'm like, nigga, it's me that wrote the joke, not this nigga. And people are like, oh, it's Facebook. Everybody's stealing.
Exactly.
You stealing my mama?
See, no, I think
my mama jokes.
I think there's a difference. So, there's a difference between, and I'm just going off social media, and then I'm gonna jump into this. So, on social media, memes, right?
Well, not the memes.
I'm going to tie it in. Okay, so say you come up with this great meme. Mm-hmm. It's hilarious. It's funny. And you put it out there, right? Yep. And then you got somebody who will go and type it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Type it out. Shit. I hate that.
Why didn't you just share? Even if you don't share the person's name, like if they got their stamp on it. Yeah. Like if you got your stamp on your stuff, I got a meme page. If you got a stamp on your stuff, I'm gonna share it with your stamp. Yeah. It's yours. Yeah, it's yours. I may not put your name on it, like you know. I don't know
where it came from.
But yeah, it could, and it possibly couldn't be this person who did it. So I'm not gonna put your name on it.
More than likely, he stole it from
somewhere. Right.
Like so I get my memes from Ron.
Right. It's hard to find a source.
We all do. So, but yeah, I'll go.
Hard to find a source.
Like it is.
It is though.
It literally is. So
that is true, dude.
So when you when you do that, like you gotta. Like, just pay homage to the person that came up
dude.
with the idea. Like, if that's the case, then just go ahead and share it. Like, you shared one, and it was really funny. The one about walking down Quindaro, and then the girl took it and changed everything. And I was like, the fact that you took the time up to type this up,
dude,
so that way you could change some stuff. You could have just made it like, if you have that type of time, you could have just came up with your own stuff. And,
you could have just shared it and been
funny.
like, you could have shared it like, oh, this is my block and where I live at. But no, you got to change the street name. I felt disrespected. I was like, you know how important Quindaro it is to our community.
Exactly.
Like we everybody know a crackhead is on Quindaro. Like that was
right
the
now.
Yeah, right now. Like I took that from a real life situation and you turned it into your own shit, which is cool. I understand or whatever, but don't be. My thing is, once you take somebody's shit, don't be up there making it seem like it's your shit. Like I seen so many people it's like so many different names and whatever that they done took off from that particular story. And you read the comments, them motherfuckers in there really like, girl, you know I've been funny, or girl, you know I'm looking like, girl, you didn't write that. Like you not funny.
You did that one. I was cracking up. I don't think me and you knew each other for real like that at the time, but I died. Like, I was rolling through that mug, cracking up. But I think, yeah, it's just if it's not yours. And I believe it, regardless of whatever.
I'm from old school Facebook.
I'm
from this new era, man.
I believe that happened. I believe that he did, because it's easy for you to be big time and then take it from somebody else and get credit for
Did
it.
he
Like
respond?
we said, the Beyonce and Boosie thing.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends on who is delivering is when you get the respect. Because you could say something to be funny.
Right.
And too many people probably won't say nothing. But you tell somebody else, post this, push this out.
Yeah.
And they get hella laughs. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I would be mad too. I would feel disrespected. Yeah. Because you getting clout off this and you didn't put in this work. You didn't do this. Like, you probably watched me do a stand-up at, like you said, at a little bar or something like that. And like, I'm going to just tweak it just a little bit, but I'm going to still do what I do. Like, that's wrong. That is wrong. That's just like you taking a song. What is her name? Tokyo Vanity. She's on Love and Hip Hop. And she made that song. That's my best friend. That's that all the girls was listening to, whatever. Yeah. So when she made that song, she just put it she didn't make it as a song. It was just like a little clip on a video. And then somebody was like, you should make this to a song. So she ended up making it to a song. And then what is his name? He's with I think he's still with Cash Money. He came out with Best Friend. The dude who dressed up like, they said he dressed up like a chick sometimes. What is that boy's name? He looked like Lil Wayne, like an off-brand Lil Wayne. Sorry, but you do. I cannot think. Anyway, so he came out with the song Best Friend, right? Yeah. She sued his ass and got paid.
And she should have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and got paid because if that is your creation, and the sad part about it is social media makes it so easy to steal. You know what I mean? So if that is your creation and you came up with it, you put in the hard work to do that, they should pay homage to you. That was yours. That's your art. That's you.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things I got to say about this too, like with social media and then like being on stage doing comedy, it's like two different things. Now, one thing I would never do is steal a motherfucker's material for being on stage. But like, all right, like right now, like I share a ton of memes. One of the things I did in order to get my page popular is like, okay, I'm always on Facebook. So, you know, on Facebook, it got like really the same memes like on everybody's page.
Literally.
So like my ass, I hit up like other sources to find shit just to get my page rolling. Now it's like, okay, when I first started, it was just all memes. Because before the numbers went up, when I was sharing my own jokes, it was like, it would get laughed, but it wouldn't get to the point to where I want. Right. Now I'm at the point when I can, like, I'll write a whole, and the thing about social media is like, all right, let's just say I typed out a status, a funny little joke. Now, it'll get shares, but people are meme crazy. Yeah. So now I got to write whole stories in a meme format. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, the numbers are going up, so I'm slowly getting away from just taking memes. And now I write a status for a meme. It's like, it's hard on social media to get people to like get your jokes because they want to see these memes. Yeah. So now I'm kind of like getting away from taking other people or sharing or reposting other people's memes, just trying to give them
your own meme.
Yeah. And now like I personalize the page a little bit more. Eventually, I hope I never have to share another person's meme. Exactly. But now I'm trying to get to the point to where I just share, you know, give them me. But now, the crazy part, the reason I brought that up is now me searching for memes is hard as fuck. Because now I go on Instagram and I see the shit on other people's pages that I fucking wrote.
Yeah.
Man, I could go to Instagram right now. I can show y'all in 5 minutes. Like, my thing is the 4 laughs. You know what I mean? I want a t-shirt with that shit on. Just 4 fucking smiley faces. That's my shit. Man, that shit's all over Instagram. I can't get mad at it, though, because I'm posting it on my page.
What you're doing, yeah.
These motherfuckers got it everywhere.
Yeah. But that's good, though. Because if it's your own words, it's going to travel. Like, it's going, like, I know people say it's hard to find a source. But one of the things is, like, before you say that, I just want people to know, like, when they see them for it, like, you're going to have to rewrite it out if you want credit for it. Oh.
Because people are so used to seeing those fucking laughing emojis down there. I want people to equate, like, okay, I know where this came from.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I never want to put the tag at ogron.com. You know what I mean?
You're going to have to start.
Man.
Because, you're going to have to start. And I think what you're going to have to do is probably take some of my jokes.
I'm branding the 4th.
There's some good-ass jokes on there,
I'm
man.
just branding. And you know what? I swear to God, I never want to do it because I got some funny people on my page. You, Boogie, it's a ton of motherfuckers, like 10, 15, maybe 20 people.
Yeah.
But I would never say, okay, well, you know what? I'm at 1 million followers. They ain't, you know what I mean? I'm going to take their shit and get all the credit for it. Right. Like, I don't do that. I try to write my own shit. Sometimes it's hard. The reason I still do share memes because people go through life like shit. Sometimes I wake up, I'm in a bad mood. I ain't no fucking funny mood. But I be wanting to put something on my page.
I can't believe a meme is really a thing, bro. That's so crazy to me. It seemed like when it came around, it was like something stupid, and then now it's like.
I remember saying I hate these hoes.
I kept calling it Mimi.
I did too. I remember saying I want to go back to old Facebook when we used to talk about stuff and we used to post stuff. But now you know what's popular? Now it's like the 2 or 3 sentences and people are like sharing them. You don't see that all the time? I see it all the time. Okay, so now people do memes, but a lot of people have been like writing just a few things. Like there was one my friend put, she's like this what did she say? She said something about the wind, right? And about wigs, but it was her stuff because I watched her literally come up with it, right? And then when she shared it, like she got over 1,000 people liking it. Like,
but what did she do? She just wrote it.
She just wrote it. So I'm starting to see, like on my page, I'm starting to see a lot of people like take something that someone said and it'd be like 1 or 2 sentences, but it's funny. But the shit is funny, and they're sharing them and they're going viral with it. So
you saying like the 4 or 5 sentences are not working? You're saying like people are just writing 2 sentences now?
No, I'm just saying they're not as like they're going back to the.
Oh, you're saying like the memes are.
Yeah, they're still doing memes, but now I see more people going back to posting their like jokes, like their little stuff, like fuck the.
It's
kids,
so hard,
shit like
but
that.
people don't understand. Like for a comedian, right? For a comedian, you got to have an outlet, and the outlet isn't going to the stage anymore. Like this is not it anymore, and people don't get it. Like that is a form of comedy, right? And some people got it, some people don't. But if you want to reach the people and want to reach the audience, you got to go viral. You got to go viral. You got to get the people out. You got the people going. So wherever you go do comedy at, they're going to be like, oh, shit, the dude that did that video?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go see this nigga. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where it's coming out at. And I've been trying to tell my other comedian friends, like, we got to get on videos. We got to get our face out there because people want to see us every day. They want to be able to touch you and talk to you and stuff like that. And I was like, but we got to be consistent at it, and we got to use the stage as the money part. That's where the money come in at because people don't know this, right? Like when Kevin Hart, well, any comedian that come down here, they have a particular group of people that come and see them, right? Like if Kevin Hart come down here, he probably have a more black crowd, but a mixed crowd too, right?
Yeah.
But if you got like Ari Spears come down here, you're going to have more of a white crowd than a black crowd. And that's because that's what he displays, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if like them viral video people, they come down here and your young people come down there to see him. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, Country Wayne is down here.
Exactly.
I gotta go see this nigga Country Wayne. I don't know if he's funny or not, but that nigga be funny in them videos.
Yeah,
and now he done built his own crowd off of viral videos. And I'm telling and that's when the money come in at because after the viral videos, yeah, I'm funny here. But now you want to see me in my face. You want to touch me. You want to check my hand. You want to take a picture with me. You want to come on stage and say, I met Country Wayne. You know what I mean? And that's when you need your content. But until then, keep doing your material. Keep working on your material, but get your face out here so when you go do a show, they got to fucking pay you, bruh.
Exactly.
Like you can't go up there and ask them for no show. They got to come to you like, nigga, or can you do this show for us? We will pay you just as much as we paying everybody else. Yeah. And then you like, oh, okay, this is where the money fucking coming in at. But going it the old school way, showing up for open mics, going to
man, that shit is old, bro.
traveling around the main city, you know what I mean? Especially here, you know what I mean? It's not a lot here. So, traveling around this little ass city, metro area, you don't get the same amount of people that's coming to see you perform.
Man, I think that's everywhere too, because you see a lot of improv. Like, you can go to improv and see what's going on from week to week, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday slot. These social media comedians are working, bro.
They working, bro.
One of the things about it, though, when you set yourself up for that shit, then you got to be funny.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people actually come out and be funny. I can't think of the goddamn dude.
But you see a lot of people that come out and not be funny. But the thing is, they get writers after that. They get fucking writers. And now you getting paid, so the writers got to get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't mind being a writer for real.
Man, that's what I want to do anyway. That's what I want to do anyway.
Nigga, then write for me then. You ain't wrote nothing. You keep writing on the thing.
I was about to say, I'm so hell-bent on getting my face out there because this year, like, y'all already know, my regular Facebook page, I never went live. I mean, if I did, it was I was out of town or something. You didn't see my ass.
Right.
But now I got to the point to where I realized, like, bro, you be a dumb motherfucker to have almost 1 million followers and you don't engage these people and try to see what can come of this. Like, people want to see you like, man, dude, people, once they get used to you talking and shit every day, like I try to get so familiar with them. Good morning. What's going on?
Yeah.
I say shit that ain't even jokes. Y'all still up? You know what I mean? I do that regular Facebook page shit on my like page.
Good.
And people be like, okay, this dude is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm putting my face in front of him. It's like, dude, I'm trying this year.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. I see so many people blowing from this shit, and it's like, dude, I know.
Ron, you got the blueprint, bro. Like, all thing you got to do is just do you at this point, man. Like, you got. I don't know why you waiting till 1 million, nigga. Like, it's 700,000 followers, bro. If I had 50,000, bro, I'd have been already. My face would be. You seen when I had my page? I was going live all the time. Motherfuckers wasn't fucking with me.
Actually, it's 800,000.
800,000, dude. Yo, put me on live, dude. We're playing.
It's like 815.
Yo, this nigga, man. We should have this shit on video now, bro.
Exactly. That's why I was telling Bianca, like, with the thing about with the new podcast spot and all this shit, like, it's just the landlord kind of bullshit. And, like, I ain't got the type of bread where I could just go, you know what, get us a spot in jail.
Right.
So I'm trying to work with him, even though he's dragging ass. But it's definitely time for videos because people want to see that. Because, like, a lot of people do know that I'm promoting the podcast with this page, but a lot of people don't. Like, you get some people like, okay, this is the meme page. I'm here for the memes.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't force it down their throat. I got a podcast link at the top. People who like podcasts want to find out about it, they click on it. The numbers are going up.
Yeah.
But it's like, I want y'all to know that, like, I don't just want to write memes for a living. I don't want to be one of these dudes that's on the fucking on social media for years and years and years just writing memes.
Right.
Like, I want y'all to know that we got a good product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a good product, funny people.
We got to
you know what I mean, branch out another shit.
We got to make it our duty this year to do what we said we going to do. Like, and not even think twice about it. Like, I think sometimes we overthink it. Sometimes we say, like you were saying, you was like, I need some new this, or I need to get this together. Man, we got to just get it. You know what I mean? Like,
but you do want to be. See, the difference is, you go on video all the time. I'm like Ron though. I don't really, like I said, I'm going to start doing it more. Like on my Instagram, I do like my fitness stuff and what I'm doing today and that type of thing. But I said I wanted to, like, right now I think I got 61,000. So I'm like, I need to start doing that too. Like, I need to start being more personal. Because I said that to both of us. Like, all of us. Like, we need to take pictures. We need to do this. We need to become more personable so people can see this is who does this. Because now it's like, I hear y'all, but I don't see y'all.
Yeah.
Like, so this is who does this. So this year definitely be a year for us.
Yeah, I think we need to go get what we want
and y'all need to help us.
Because how long we been doing this podcast? I know I've been doing a little less than y'all, but how long has it been?
Man, in either February or March.
It was February.
It'll be 2 years.
2 years.
February.
So, I mean, like,
I think this is like the 96th, 97th episode.
Right.
By episode 100, I want to celebrate with video. You know what I mean? We got to be on video because people are, man, dude, I'm telling you. A lot of these people don't know what's out here and they don't know what they about to be confronted with. When they watch this damn podcast, because, like, dude, I've been studying, like, big shows are going off of the air, and I'm seeing these little tiny podcasts and shit getting national shows. Like, Tom Joyner just retired.
Did he?
Tom Joyner retired like maybe a month ago, and now here comes Ricky Smiley, and all of a sudden they putting him everywhere.
Damn.
Steve Harvey's kind of dying off. He got a little old, I think. Well, not him personally, but just the show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they want new, fresh ideas.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing these young podcasts, and I go look at their numbers. It was like, damn, it wasn't. Who do they know?
Yep.
Because I don't even see how they got there, and I'm not listening to them saying they ain't funny, but it's like, man, the level that we can bring, it's like, yeah, we got to focus.
Yeah, we got to
focus. There's no fucking way, because we get outlandish. There's a lot of these motherfuckers just so safe. I don't know if that's why they bet on them.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, we could be a little safe, but we going to give y'all ass some, you know what I mean, some
I think this is the best product we got, bro. I think people will enjoy seeing our faces on Sundays or whenever we can do them. I think we'll be legit, man.
Hey, Ricky Smiley got a good show, but
I seen that. He be off the chain. They show be off the chain too.
Yeah, hell yeah. And Ricky Smiley go live a lot. Ricky Smiley fucks with his audience. Hell yeah, I be seeing it a lot. Ricky Smiley is all over the place with his jokes and being on social media.
He had one of the housewives on there, right? One of the Atlanta housewives is on there.
Man, they have a lot of people on their show, bro.
I mean,
now.
like I think she works for him. Like she's one of the personalities.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ricky Smiley a Kappa. That's probably what the fuck.
Whoa. There you go. I
think he's a Kappa.
He's not a Kappa, bro. Ricky Smiley is not a Kappa.
I think
he's a Q dog.
No.
Yeah,
I remember.
Q?
No, I remember him having a.
He ain't tough enough to be no damn Q.
I think he a Q. I think he.
Omega Psi. Is that a Q dog? Omega Psi.
I don't
know, but they wearing purple. They got on purple.
Well, maybe one of y'all need to go to college and pledge because we could be on this year, bro.
Yeah,
we could be, man.
I'm pretty sure the fraternity ain't called Q dogs. Oh man, that's smelling good. That's smelling good.
Well, you know what? We can do it too because coming from
why did this nigga rile my auntie up? Chill out, auntie.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, this chili coming together.
We could do it. Speaking of like Ricky Smiley, they're already big. You know what I mean? But the Reed just got there. Shout out to the Reed because we don't hate on other podcasts. But they just got their show too. So and like it's not like they're known. It's not like they sing. It's not like they. You know what I mean?
Oh okay. Yeah.
So it's up from here. It's up from here.
It gotta be. Or else we're gonna have to start getting petty. We're gonna have to start getting real petty.
Controversy sells, and I'm down for that.
Nah, this is gonna be dope. I'm waiting patiently, but this is gonna be dope, man.
I'm ready. When I get home, because my mom coming over here, we got a little celebration for my cousin. We're gonna watch the Chiefs game over here. I'm gonna get my hair braided. I don't go live with it, you know what I mean, unless my hair braided. I got my shade, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna engage my crowd. I'm gonna do it, might call in Monday, do some more. All right, I gotta bring up some petty shit.
Okay.
I gotta bring up some petty shit. Everybody know 50 is the pettiest motherfucker ever.
Right.
All right. About a week ago, I think it was on New Year's Eve, French Montana went on his social media and showed off his brand new Bugatti. Said, I'm starting off 2020. I went and bought me a Bugatti. You know the motherfucker's over $1 million. Like 1.2, 1.5, depending on whether you want cup holders and shit like that.
One or two? Two?
Extra 200,000 for two.
That's extra 2 for 2. Now, if you want to just go with the standard one, somewhere between 50. No, okay.
If you want two, that's 1.5.
You want some in the back? You want some in the back? Because then we're going to be sitting at the whole time. You want some in the back?
All right, so 50 Cent went on his Instagram like he usually does and says, hey, I got proof that French Montana is making payments on that motherfucker.
Damn.
Why are you so petty? I don't know.
I don't
know.
Him. But I love
if I get a Bugatti, don't worry about if I'm making payments on this motherfucker. I'm still stunting.
It's a lease. It's a lease, nigga.
You know what I mean?
You're supposed to lease.
All right.
Get out your lease at any time.
French Montana took offense to it, which I would have too, because why you worried about my car?
He definitely should have.
So French Montana goes on, it's on Twitter, Instagram and Twitter, and he spoiled the episode of Power last week.
Did he?
He spoiled it. Twitter was pissed off because everybody saw it. I mean, he wrote like a book on what the fuck was going to happen on that Power.
What? Oh, no, dude. Tell me, I got to research this.
But man, you got to, because it's the pettiest shit ever.
So what happened?
French's petty was, I mean, that is what happened. French's petty was worse, though. Like, usually people take 50 Cent and really can't battle back. But when he spoiled Power, I'm like, that was the ultimate clapback.
French seems like a petty motherfucker. He seems like he would be the right person to be petty with.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
Where the fuck did he get the episode? Like, what the fuck?
This is how petty you have to be to make phone calls to be like, hey, So go ahead and tell me what's happening because I'm about to like literally write this shit out.
Exactly.
I'm the writer. I'm writing this shit out on my
He wrote
page.
the shit out on Twitter.
And 50 didn't say anything back yet?
Oh,
I haven't heard of
Hold on. He did more than that. He had put out some paperwork from the government calling 50 Cent an informant. And the paperwork says Curtis Jackson, and it says he got a restraining order a year ago against Irv Gotti.
I remember that.
Dang.
Shut up. You know what? Because true, you know what? I enjoy a good, especially if you about that. So we all know 50 go against people, talk about people all the time.
Yeah.
But it's unfair when you go against people who are not really going to clap back or they'll get mad. Like the whole Ja Rule and them situation when they was all getting into it with each other was trash because, you know, y'all really ain't gonna do nothing. But for somebody,
the government on y'all ass, I ain't gonna
you
do
know
that.
what I'm saying? You got bigger fish to fry. Literally, so your ass won't fry.
Exactly.
But yeah, when you got somebody else who'll be just as petty.
50 Cent talking about he gonna sue him. See, that's whack.
But how could you sue a motherfucker when you did what you did?
Yeah, that's whack.
See, and this is why. Yeah, because why are you mad? You did it. You did it. Like
exactly.
Don't throw rocks and hide your hand. You did it. So just come with some. We know you petty 50.
Exactly.
Come with some pettier stuff.
Yeah, he had to come. Man, well, I think he just should have waited. If you're going to do some bullshit, wait till your show gone because I don't think he thought about that. I don't think he thought somebody could get the episode like quick like that or something and then spoil it for us. But I didn't see it. I watched it. The fucking show spoiled it for me, so I didn't need no goddamn help. But it was like, I didn't watch it last night either, but I got to check it out. That's
kind of. I ain't mad.
That's a gangster clapback though.
Yeah, I'm not mad. Like, what would you do if someone? Because you can't just go like lightly, like shut up, nigga. You gotta like,
because he gonna feed off that energy. He gonna feed off yours.
Yep.
So it should be a war. I'm expecting 50 to come
back.
Without
lawsuits, 50. Without lawsuits. You did it. Don't be, you know what I mean?
Don't even start that shit, bro.
Like, don't, that's
you
like
gotta hold your own.
Exactly.
Like, that's literally like calling the police.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
How about you gonna sue him and shit? Nah. He posted the documents that show, like, that's crazy.
Man, I remember him saying that he had a restraining order on Ja Rule because Ja Rule stabbed him like back in the day. Like 50 Cent, it's a lot of shit you don't say. Like, yeah, Ja Rule cut him. It's like they went in the room and like the lights went off and like 50 got jumped. This was before I think he was signed with Shady and shit. After he got signed with them, nobody could touch him.
That don't even count. You want to know why? Because he said they showed the interview on Instagram, them little videos that they show. So they just said when Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That old controversy, whatever, Jay-Z supposedly said something about 50. And then 50 was like, no, because Jay-Z, he not that type of dude. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm that type of dude. I'm from the streets. I do this. So, and I'm like, you can't say that.
Yeah, when you do street shit, I'm not going to feel bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you do street shit, because he done been involved in a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do street shit happened to you, and I can't, I don't know.
So 50, we not saying.
I don't feel bad for you, brother.
You know what I mean? We just saying you need to come back
shit.
with. Yeah, you need to come back with
I don't
some.
do street shit no more. I'm not working.
I don't want any of those problems. And and he's so petty. It seems like he don't even fucking care about his own life because the shit that he be doing be hella disrespectful.
Yeah, he do some disrespectful
like,
shit.
You don't be doing shit and 50 Cent come out of nowhere. Be like, nigga, I just got this Bugatti for myself.
Why the fuck is my business on your page?
Yeah, French Montana, he's petty. And he comes around a petty crowd.
Oh, that was dope.
This will be great. This is going to be great.
I just can't wait. Like, we got to talk about what the hell happened. Unless you're the first nigga to set 50 up. And he ain't got nothing to come back with. Because you came... Nobody really come back. Tierra Marie and all these people that are way lower.
See?
Yeah.
It's like now you fuck with a dude that got a little paper and he fuck with Diddy and you know what I mean? He got a little money in the circle. So
you don't want them problems with Diddy.
I don't know if you can fuck with him. Yeah,
Diddy,
I'm scared of Diddy.
Diddy like almost like one of the almost a billionaire or some shit?
Yeah, he's up there.
Diddy got some bread.
Yeah, compared to Diddy, it's 50 don't got no money.
I think it's Jay's, but I think 50 do got a lot of money though, but not no P Diddy money.
Yeah,
like $100 million. Yeah. I mean, for a broke motherfucker like me, yeah. But for a nigga that's about to touch a billionaire status, is like, bro, that's my
bro. Chill.
I get that away and get it back. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What else you got over there?
I got the last thing I want to talk about, and I know y'all didn't watch it.
Okay.
I know y'all didn't watch it.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
I did not watch it.
I was supposed to demand it, but last night I just said I got no.
Yeah, I was watching How to Get Away with Murder. I couldn't break it.
See, I didn't even watch TV. So in my defense, I didn't watch
You watched some TV.
I did not. I got Kai's clothes ready for the week. I meal prepped. I washed clothes.
Just tell us what happened, and then
all right.
Because I mean, like we know
the story.
Yeah, we know the story.
Basically,
I don't think y'all do though.
We probably don't know in depth. Go ahead.
Right,
I was just about to say,
right.
we all thought we knew these stories.
All right,
Hopelessly in Love is a show on Lifetime.
Okay. It's a show.
I seen the one with Faith.
Oh, did you see that one?
Okay, so I seen the one with Faith. I seen like the last 30 minutes of it, I think.
All right, did you see when she all right, we all know that she did the song with Tupac and that's when Biggie said
Yeah.
Oh, did you hit him up? I fucked your bitch and all this shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I didn't know the details from her side. You know what I mean? Like when she went and did that song with Pac, like Pac was playing her on the money. You know what I mean? Pac was like, I'm gonna give you 25,000. And then he was like, well, okay, all right, we got to go to this hotel and wait on my manager to bring the check. And then he went back to the studio and Suge and all them was there. Now, this is during the East Coast, West Coast beef.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, so she went in there and like Pac was bullshitting. And then she was like, well, Pac was like, well, shit, you either suck my dick or you don't get the check.
Dang.
You know what I mean? They go so in depth with these things. Like, we know the stories, but we don't know the stories. We talking about people that was there. Now, to the Left Eye and Andre Rising story, we all knew they had a fucking turbulent-ass relationship. They was the Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah.
The younger version of Bobby and Whitney without the crack. Yeah. But
because that crack changed.
yeah, that crack changed the whole shit. And one of them would have died.
Shit.
But they did it with like, all right, we all knew she was going to Honduras, spiritual cleansing and all this type of stuff and still like that. But during the relationship, like she was beating the fuck out of Andre Rising. Like I was telling y'all about my relationship.
I believe that.
She was beating the shit out of Andre Rising. And Pac was involved in a situation.
How?
She knew Pac before she met Andre Rising.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she was fucking, all right, now Pac said some old bullshit. He said, do not let me have sex with you. I want you to be my spiritual soulmate. Mm-hmm. And blah, blah, blah. Of course, this nigga don't believe that. I'm not going to believe him. I ain't going to believe no bullshit like that.
Right.
Even her sisters were like, Pac was her soulmate. Andre Rising had her heart or whatever the fuck. So, but even before that, knowing Pac, like Pac accused her of fucking with Tretch. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's too much going on.
Bro, she had a lot of shit going on.
Really?
All right. Now, she's dealing with Andre Rising. Now, one day, he's in the house, and he was never one to hover over, even though their situation was, like, crazy all the time. He never, like, accused her of cheating or caught her cheating. So he was like, one day, she's about to go to a meeting with TLC at night or some weird shit like that. Uh-huh. And he was like, he was looking out the window, and she left, and then, so I guess her sister was with her. And she was like, well, we left, and she was about to go deal with Pac or whatever and shit. And she was like, she had to change the heart, and was like, okay, well, drop me back out and go home. So Andre Rising, like, he in the window. On some old, you know what I mean? I see the car coming back. She gets out, and Tupac in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Pac used to live with Andre Rising. Pac used to record at Andre Rising's house. Uh-huh. You know, Andre Rising had that bread back in the day when Pac needed cars for a video. He got them. You know, he was a real dude. But, man, Pac fucked the Left Eye. Like, I don't care what nobody say about the spiritual shit and stuff like that. Then later on, like, she started fucking with Suge Knight.
Damn.
I didn't know that. I know about her fucking with Suge.
Like, too much.
None of that shit I knew about. Like, why would you just, like, the circle is too close. Anyway, though, about the relationship, it was just like, it was so much stuff. Like, she burned down the house. Like, she set it on fire like 3 times. Like, we knew about the one where the fucking house burnt down.
That's what I'm saying, finally.
He got that bathroom fixed twice.
Damn.
Where she was just throwing shoes and throwing teddy bears. And, like, I think the last one was, like, some towels or something like that. She set his bathroom on fire 3 times. And finally finally the goddamn house burned down. So, man, dude,
Thank you.
One of the things, the reason why I want y'all to watch it is that
I'm going to watch it tonight.
I was kind of upset, though, on a lot of the parts, because, like, if you're going to do a documentary, I know you're supposed to keep it real, but a lot of this shit, like, showed Left Eye in a bad light. Like, his mama didn't like it, because Andre Rising was, like, he was on top of his game for a while. I don't want to say it, but the picture the documentary painted, like, she brought him down.
Yeah.
Like, she really brought him down.
But you know what? People don't want to talk about that shit, and that's why they don't get talked about. That's why we didn't know. And there's a lot of stuff that probably happens that, you know, in relationships that we don't know in these professional relationships, because we don't want to blame the girl. But the truth is, like, Left Eye was crazy. Everybody knew that.
But you know what?
Crazy. When she burnt the house down, Andre Rising went and bailed. He didn't care about the house. He wanted to go and get her. Like, he went and got her ass out. It was like, dude, when he got with Left Eye, like, they showed it, like, from pictures and shit, the trail. He was like, man, when I signed and shit, like, he saw his mama real proper and shit. He was a mama's boy. He was like, he didn't even own any jeans, tennis shoes, nothing. And, you know what I mean? He was NFL, all suits, all casual, upscale.
Yeah.
He met Left Eye. She got this nigga in jerseys. And
but
it was just like, man, it was weird, bro.
He wanted that life.
I was about to say
for
their situation is kind of like.
We can't say he wanted it. We weren't there. But I could say that Left Eye fucking influenced him to, like, be a different person. Like, he was a totally different person with her.
I'm going to have to watch it.
But people do that. Okay, so say it's just like a chick. Like, I see a lot of people say that chicks, when they get older, they'll talk to, like, the square dude, but they really want the hood dude, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people, not just
so
women.
she tried to turn him into the hood dude.
No, what I'm saying, not women. Like, if this dude is a preppy dude, right? He don't really be into nothing, and then you see this chick, and Left Eye was wild back in the day. Like, I've watched Left Eye interviews, even the one she did before she died. When she died, I watched that one too. Yeah. And she was talking about how she needed to go because she was a horrible person. Like, she's actually said, not in detail, but she was bad to do. Like, she wasn't. So so because she said it in the interview, the one that they did when they did the car crash, because she was filming that whole time while she was out there.
I didn't know that.
So so if you watch that, she'll tell you, like, I came out here because I need to get myself together. Like, I was just a horrible person.
Because she went to go see that dude, the doctor's
whatever
his name is.
Yeah, she went to go see him, and then just when T-Boz and Chili talk about, like, different stuff that she did, even breaking up the group when she was doing her own selfish little things and shit like that. So that part, I mean, I didn't know as far as about her, like, beating them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's not shocking to see the role reversed. Like, a dude who's not into that, you see this chick and you like, dang, she just out here, living life and doing this and doing that. And you're intrigued by that. That intrigues you. You like, and since you've never dealt with anybody like that before, you like, this shit crazy. But
Bobby,
this shit crazy. But let me stick around a little longer. You know how that is. So it just.
I mean, exactly. But that's what I was trying to explain to y'all later. Y'all was like, dummy. I re-listened to the show. She went hard on me.
She called you a dummy?
She called me a dummy like 4 times. Sometimes we own the show and we don't really fucking, like, hear we miss some shit. But when you go back, I'm like, dude, first of all,
Ron.
This is why I said y'all should watch it, because it's just like.
You gotta did.
What you went through?
Yeah, it's just like, except, you know what I mean? Like $40 million less money.
You did call him a lot of dummies that day.
It's just like it, because, like I said, y'all can't compare that shit to the opposite. Like, you know what I mean? A female being in that situation is like, you are really intrigued by that. It's like, at any time I could have just dropped the bitch with one punch. So it was never, you know what I mean? It's something that we could control.
So
but a female is different.
So in my defense, if you listen to it and you went back, I said when Cortez was walking out the door, I said, you know what? I said it's wrong.
You were telling me I deserved that shit.
I did. After I said you deserved it, I said, you know what? I said it is wrong of me to say that about your situation, because had you been a woman,
you did say that.
I did say that. I said, had you been a woman,
don't try to bail yourself out. Don't try to bail yourself out.
I mean, I'm just saying if you're
going to call you a bunch of dummies too, though.
I'm just saying, I verified I did. But then I went back and said, if you were a woman, I would be like, damn, you need help. You got to get out of there. However, I have called a couple of women dummies. But I've also had to go.
You ain't the only dummy, Ron.
you don't stand alone.
I called other people dummies.
Yeah,
but however, I did have to go back and be like, I'm not in that situation, and I know that the difference between relationships is when you're on the outside looking in. So when you're in that situation, you're thinking with your heart, like, I love this person. When you're outside and you're judging, you're thinking with your mind, like, how could you really do that situation?
I think for a man to be in that situation, it's just like that has to be. Well, I ain't gonna say it has to be, but I would think most circumstances, with most times that occurs, it's like, this is the first person you ever had like that. Yeah. This person is wild. Her love, when it's calm, is the shit. And even it somewhat excites me that this motherfucker's so crazy over me, and that's why I think he stuck it out with her so long.
Yeah, so he could have,
because he could have been, man, he could have still been on top of his game. A lot of the contracts and a lot of, he missed out on a lot of money.
Yeah,
because he had this air of fucking bullshit around him from dealing with her. And I don't like to judge people after they're gone, but it was like his sisters was on there. It's like, this shit was in depth. They had his whole family, his sisters, friends of hers, and of course, even his family, even her family admitted that she was a little wild. But it was like, sisters, like, I didn't like her from the jump. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just because of the type of person she was compared to, and that's their brother, they know him. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was good, in some ways, I didn't like it because it's like, okay, if you're going to do a documentary like this, I don't like really seeing bad light shed on people who gone. Let's let, you know what I mean, them rest. But they put it out, so I watched the shit.
The only bad part about it is because when somebody's dead, they can't speak their part. You know what I mean? Like, so you can get it from one side, and then you can't. Another person can't say, "Well, this is from my point of view. This is what happened," and that part is the part that sucks. But like you said, it's out there, so I'm going to watch it. But I don't find it that part. I don't find it shocking that she did that just because of how we seen her. You know, in other situations. So
all right, man. Well, y'all go and watch it. Y'all check that out. And I didn't get a chance to have my damn movie pick of the week. Y'all should go watch The Package. Look it up on Netflix. I'm gonna talk about that shit next week.
Laters.
All right.